Today is Monday the 10th, the day after the full moon. Excuse me. And so I did another spread. I just wanted a simple, quick answer, and I ended up getting this. That's always the case. I get a big answer when I want a little answer, asking a little question. Okay, excuse this. So I was just simply asking if I do accept the offer, if it's successful. But that's in the bottom of the card, so it's potential for success. But so it shows me bitter, angry, pissed off, hurt. And so this other woman's already in the picture. That's the other woman. And so while he's with this other woman, he's going through this transformation. So here he is getting out of his bondage of his negative self-thinking and starting to see that there was a potential with me. Cray. And then he decides to move forward and give me an offer. And then I was like, can you please clarify that? And then all this happened. So he's coming forward, realizing he was happy, or that I was his wish fulfillment. And he is willing to work hard to make our relationship work, because it's not, it's not good. It's not in a good place. So he's willing to work on it. And he's made the choice to do that based off of his going inside of himself and reflecting after leaving me out in the cold, or also because it could be both, leaving me out in the cold and also the disruption of his finances. He starts to see the potential of investing in me as a future partner, future spouse. He starts to see the potential in me, and this is like someone who's confident, like just a bunch of good things. Like he's starting to admire that. And so he makes the decision to be dedicated to make this work. And after a time where he felt unworthy and undeserving, which is why he went with this girl in the first place, and moves forward in a rapid pace to be the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, to be serious. So this page is actually a king. And yeah, so my other card showed me as well that this self-realization he has, it's like a way of thinking. It's a bad way of thinking. When he realizes it, it's just gonna stop like that. It's gonna be like cold turkey. Like when you quit a bad habit, within like one day to the next, 1 minute to the next, 1 second to the next. And that's when he'll want to change and realize that he can change. And just today, so right outside of my apartment, I saw some Romanians, some beggars, and I was telling my husband, those that have been following this video know about what's going on between me and my husband. We're going through a divorce, but it's very amicable. I was telling him how it's so funny how these Romanians all have, it's like generation after generation, welfare people. They have been on welfare. Their mom was on welfare. Their grandma was on welfare. So it's like, it's a way of life for them to just be on welfare. And one of my aunts was telling me how, bless you, one of my cousin's girlfriends was like talking with her girlfriends about going on welfare right after she moves out of her parents' house. And it's like, golly, it's like, it's just natural for them. And it's just natural for these beggars that they are beggars. Like their parents were beggars, they're beggars. They don't see any different. They don't see the potential that they could have by not being a beggar. And it's like he's going to come into that realization. Not saying he was a beggar, because he wasn't, but it's like some kind of self-limiting mindset he has that he's going to break out of. And so he's going through that right now as he's with her right now. And so, yeah, pretty crazy. So for those of you guys that the tarot readers have been saying someone's coming back in your life, coming back, and you're going through this kind of similar situation as me, the tarot readers will also, my cards also showed, oh yeah, so, and there will be victory. The cards also show that there was gonna be, with us, a different way of looking at relationships. Now I guess all of you guys have your different point of view of a relationship, because we're all different. But mine, as I mentioned in other videos, and now I'm saying again in this one, I had an epiphany with my mom and my sisters that my relationship issue was I'd be with these guys who treated me like crap and cheated on me, and then when they left me and they were with the other girl, they realized that that girl wasn't what they really wanted, and then they come back full force wanting to be my husband, wanting to give me stability, to be the man that I wanted them to be while we were together. And they do that afterwards, after I've moved on. Because me, I had this belief that they only have one chance and that's it, and they blew it, and I'm not going to give them another chance. And with one of the tarot readers here, I saw like comments, because this is the story that's going on with many of us, and many people are like, oh, I'm not going to give him another chance, and he blew it, and people are all liking it. But actually, that's where my perspective changed, was, should you really just give up because they messed up? Bless you. Even if they're willing to come back and do everything they can to make the relationship work because they want to be with you for the long haul, is it really worth giving it up? That was the epiphany that I had, and I realized that was the epiphany I probably should have had, because that's, we're all going to go through our different love epiphanies of how we view love, and that one was mine personally. So of course, if someone is just a jerkwad, because ironically I watched another video of these two lesbian girls that one of them cheated on the other, and then they went on a break, and the other girl dated another girl, and while that girl was the one that was cheated on, while she was dating the other girl, another girl, to get over her ex, she realized how much she loved her ex-girlfriend, and she came back and she was like, we're gonna work on this. It's really weird that I saw that video. And she was like, we're gonna work on this, and they you know they worked really hard. Both of them worked really hard to make the relationship work. And so there's a difference between your ex coming back and just coming back. He's not even like, he's the same old, same old. And there's a difference between your ex coming back and wanting to work on it because they want to make it work. So know the difference, because if you're being like, I'm not going to take him back, screw him, but he actually wants to make it work. But of course, if you like completely fell out of love with him, then it's understandable. But if you do still love him and you see that he is truly serious and wants to do the work to make it work, then the limiting belief for you is of giving him another chance. Maybe you should consider what kind of possibility it would be if you gave him that chance. See? Maybe you're missing out on this then if you don't give him that chance, because he really wants to put in his all. And that is something I realized with my exes, is that they really wanted to put in their all after having a time apart from me. So having a time apart and them seeing other people isn't really that bad, because then they truly do realize what they lost. And then you become even more valuable, that they want to work on it. So that's just my put, and that's all. Bye.